Extra security staff and additional police will be in place along the route to keep people safe. Image, Getty. Mourners have been warned they could be in line for at least 12 hours to see the coffin, with queues snaking for perhaps just over 3 miles around the South Bank in central London. Crowd barriers and portable toilets have been set up prior to the majority of people arriving. Extra security staff and additional police will be in place along the route to keep people safe. Sir Mark Rowley, who took charge of Britain's biggest force yesterday, said, "It's a massive challenge for the Metropolitan Police and for me personally, but we have been preparing for many, many years. There are some very diligent and determined people who have put a lot of effort into this, and indeed myself in my previous roles in the Met. 5 or 6 years ago, I was involved in some of that planning, and I have been involved in a review recently. Most of all, I have a lot of trust and confidence in the fantastic officers who are going to support this event and help make it safe. They have been working with colleagues from across government, the royal household and others. We'll have a safe event. We'll be putting thousands of officers into this because of the level of security required and the millions of people who want to pay their respects." The first few people began to arrive yesterday afternoon for the lying-in state, some 48 hours early, with as many as 1 million people possibly attempting to queue over the 4 days. The public will be able to file past the coffin in Westminster Hall 24 hours a day until the morning of the funeral on Monday. People will need to stand for many hours, possibly overnight, with very little opportunity to sit down as the queue will be continuously moving. Visitors will go through airport-style security and there are tight restrictions on what you can take in, with people allowed just one small bag with one simple opening. They will not be able to leave flowers, cuddly toys or any other tributes beside the Queen's coffin. Queue jumpers and anyone drunk will be booted out of the line by stewards and police. The government has confirmed the army will be available to assist with 1,500 personnel on hand. Anne, 63, from Cardiff, said she has been up since 3 a.m. this morning so she could get a good spot. She added, "There are some wonderful people here. Somebody asked if I wanted Deliveroo. We are going to make a lot more friends." Some barriers have already been put in place for the queue route, which will run east to west along from Potter's Field opposite the Tower of London, along the south of the Thames before passing over Lambeth Bridge and doubling back towards Parliament Square. People won't be allowed to camp and will be given numbered wristbands to indicate their place so they can leave and come back. Full details will be released at 10 a.m. today. Prime Minister Liz Truss spokesman said, "At this point, we can't be more specific on numbers. We do expect it to be extremely busy." Preparations are well underway for the funeral, with soldiers yesterday rehearsing for the procession. Sombre lifeguards with swords were pictured at Wellington Barracks carrying an empty coffin draped in black and laying it down on a horse-drawn gun carriage.